Okay, welcome back to eBiz Startup Secrets. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to do basic keyword research. Now, one of the best ways to determine what your market wants is to look at the keywords in that market. Now, Google has given you several tools, but you can use two of them successfully to give you an idea of how to promote your site and what keywords are most relevant. The first tool to take a look at is the Google AdWords keyword tool, and I will be showing you that in a minute. The second tool is the Google Trends keyword tool, and I'll show you that one also. Now, once you have used these two tools to give you a list of keywords that would be relevant to the market you're looking to promote, you want to take a look at your competition on page one of each of those keywords in the Google search engine. And then once you have taken a look to see which keywords would not be too difficult in terms of competition for you to try to put your site or your content on there, then you want to use good content to promote your business or website on those keywords. Now let's take a look at the two keyword tools. In order to do that, I'm going to go into Google. And what you're going to do here is you're going to go to the Google search engine. And the first keyword tool we're going to look at is the Google AdWords keyword. And you'll see it come up if you have Google Suggest keyword tool. And we're going to click search. Now, when you go inside of the AdWords keyword tool, if you don't have an account, what will happen is Google will bring you into a screen that looks like this. And what you want to start by doing is to put your general search phrase in so that Google can give you keyword ideas of which keywords have enough searches for you to be able to find the traffic to make your offer. So let's first start by putting a general term in here, and let's start with perhaps let's look at dieting, and maybe in particular we'll look at low carb diet. And then what we'll do is we'll put in the CAPTCHA, and we'll click search. Now what we'll see at the very top is Google's estimation of the monthly searches, and we'll see the local monthly searches also. Now, 300,000 searches would, of course, be more than enough for us to participate in that market, but for a term like low carb market, the competition is going to be very stiff, and there will probably be lots of people there who are trying to market and sell products, information, and other things to the people who do those searches. So what we may want to do then is we may want to start looking for keywords that are lower in competition. Now, when you're looking at the Google AdWords keyword tool and you see the word competition, that isn't necessarily directly relevant to what you're doing because you're looking to see which of these keywords have people that are already using the search engines to find them. Competition here is talking about advertiser competition. So if you were doing paid advertising, this competition column would tell you you would be competing against lots of advertisers who are very well funded and very well established if the competition is high. You know, in this case, you'll see the competition is medium. So what we'll want to do here is we will want to go through this list to see, okay, well, maybe we might want to start with a keyword that might have low competition in terms of advertisers, but has a high monthly search volume. Now, one of the best places to start when you're just starting out might be a keyword that has perhaps about 3,000 searches and higher. So in general, if a keyword has about 3,000 searches, that might be a good keyword to start looking at. And just as a rule of thumb, now remember, this isn't directly relevant, right? But we can start by looking at keywords that have relatively low competition. So here's one in particular. It has low competition. It's more than 3,000 searches, high protein, low carb diet. And then what we'll do is we will then add that to our list of saved ideas. And we will want to then just start going through this list. We want to start trying to look at keywords that have low competition and high search volume. Remembering that this competition column isn't necessarily the competition we're talking about. We're talking about competition in terms of search. They're talking about competition in terms of advertisers. So we're not talking about a direct relationship. We might have to actually go and look at the page to see if there's a lot of competition in terms of search. So now let's go take a look at high protein, low carb diet. Now, when we do this, we'll see quite a bit of competition from established websites. WebMD, fairly established. WebMD, fairly established. Okay, and then we'll see some other sites. Now, not all of these sites, and then, there's an article here from the Huffington Post. So it is quite possible that we could develop our website and we could develop some content that we might be able to get people to see on page one. And that is what we want to do. We want to get good content on page one where there's not a lot of competition and where it's not being served very well. Now, what is the problem with this keyword? Well, one of the problems that I see right away is that there are not a lot of advertisers advertising here. There are some here, but that means then that the money to be made may not be as good as some of the more popular keywords. But that's okay because we can then combine our content with this keyword with other keywords. So what you're doing in this process is you're looking for keywords with low competition and high search volume, and you'll want to take a look at the page to see if you can compete with some of the websites that are there. You're looking for websites that have been established or websites that are authoritative. And when you start to see things like articles at the end, from other websites, that's an indication that you might be able then to compete on that term. Okay, so that's really basic keyword research. Once you have a list of keywords that you think you're ready then to start looking at, what you'll want to do then is you'll want to then start using good content to promote your business or website on those keyword searches. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video.